Did you know that 10 years ago, a whole plane full of people disappeared and nobody knows exactly what happened to it till date? Well, here's the story. This plane is the Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 that disappeared from radar on the 8th of March 2014 while making a flight from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia to Beijing International Airport in China. There were a total of 227 passengers in the plane and 12 crew members, and all 239 of them, every single soul on board, have been presumed dead. Since you can't find them, he just disappeared mysteriously from the sky, so everyone has been presumed dead. They are all fatalities now. So the crew of this airline last communicated with air traffic control, that's ATC, about around 38 minutes after takeoff, when the flight was still well over the South China Sea. So minutes later, the ATC's radar lost contact with the aircraft, and they kept on tracking for another hour. They even deviated while tracking. They went over the Malay Peninsula and the Andaman Sea just to find out where the plane had mysteriously disappeared to. With all 227 and 12 crew passengers, 12 crew members presumed dead, this disappearance of this particular flight was the deadliest incident involving an airline in that region, so there could be more fatal one in history. So the search began. They began the search with focus on the South China Sea and the Andaman Sea. There was a satellite that was contacted for communication who had picked up a signal. The satellite was said to have picked up the aircraft, the plane, moving over the Indian Ocean, and even that was totally unofficial. So nobody knew exactly where the plane had disappeared to. Now, the search went on for another 3 years. And in 2015, 2016, several pieces of debris was confirmed to be, to have originated from Flight 370, were washed ashore in the Western Indian Ocean. The 3-year search for the missing airplane became the most expensive search in the history of aviation. It had Malaysia supported 58% of the cost, Australia 32%, and China took up 10% of the total cost for the search for the missing airline. So to avoid the repetition of this very sad event, air transport industry came up with additional safety regulations and recommendations that included an extended battery life of the underwater locator beacons that are installed in airplanes. That if there is a plane underwater, it could be found. There could be a locator that could detect the particular position of that plane. So there are certain airplanes like that now that even if they are underwater, they can't hide. They can easily be found. There is recording times on flight data that has been increased. So till today, the actual cause of the plane's disappearance has not been found, and it's totally unfortunate and sad. May the souls of the departed rest in peace, and it will never happen again.